Hello and welcome to Lost in South Oz. Today we have another driving video for your viewing pleasure. I'm Bridget.
I'm Julie.
And where are we heading?
Mallala.
And we're going
Mallala,
via...
however you pronounce it.
Oh yeah, we're not from here, so Mallala. It's the other side of Two Wells.
Yeah, that's a fair description.
So excuse me if we're pronouncing it wrong.
We're not trying to insult anybody.
No, we're blowings.
But we are exploring.
What's this road again? Port?
No, this one's going out toward Virginia and... Is this Curtis Road still?
No.
No, we're not Curtis Road.
Port Wakefield, isn't it?
No, we're not on Port Wakefield Road yet.
No, this is...
I'm looking up the maps. We normally drive it, we don't worry about what it's called. Anglevale Road.
Anglevale Road, is it? And it goes into?
Into Anglevale Road and into eventually Port Wakefield Road.
Yeah, heading past Virginia, and then we hook a right and go down to Two Wells. But usually, and this is all, by the way, this is all, you know, orchards and vineyards, and all the sprinklers are on, so we're probably going to get hit by sprinklers along the way. So
actually, we're going to turn into Old Port Wakefield Road.
We're going into Old Port Wakefield Road?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. But usually I just follow my damn nose, so... You know, when we first came here, it was like Google Maps. And the reality was that caused more arguments in navigation than following your nose. So, thanks Google Maps, but...
I thought it solved more arguments because you used to argue with me when I was navigator.
Yeah, but Google would take us down a dirt one-way road and be like, what the...
Oh yeah, Google is no substitute for human brains.
Well, it's like
not yet anyway.
It's like AI, isn't it? Like, yeah, it makes lovely pictures, but somewhere along the line there's got to be a human that actually writes the software and puts it online. So without humans, does AI exist? It's like the chicken and the egg stuff, right?
But this human navigation wasn't much better than Google's at times.
Well, like I said, I follow my nose, and that can get you into trouble too. So.
Yeah.
But a lot of this area is being developed, and a lot of these orchards, vineyards, whatever crop you want to have in them, bloody greenhouses, whatever, a lot of them have been ripped down in this area, and housing has, like, estates have popped up, and they're all that brick veneer stuff, so with no backyards and no front yards, but that's the way people want it apparently. But you know what, if that's what they want, good on them. Nothing wrong with that.
Look, we can go down the Newport Wakefield Road, but if we get the turn off wrong, we risk going further out of our way.
I'm going to turn off here. And we were going to go via Gawler, but it so happens out there's a dust bowl for a road, and I'm done with paying for new shocks and ball joints and tie rod ends and everything that this councils don't seem to want to foot the bill for.
We're about to cross the main line to Perth and elsewhere.
If you're going to Perth, hi. So a lot of these greenhouses aren't even got anything in them, but you also got to realise that...
yeah, next on the right.
You got to realise that... it's autumn, and I guess a lot of the crops have already been reefed out, right?
Yeah, well, that would account for a lot of it.
And a lot of them never had anything put in it, as you can see on the left there. Game over, we're over.
Do you remember the name of where we're going at Mallala?
Yeah, we're going to a cafe.
Yeah.
I'll be right there. It's in the main crossroads.
Oh, okay. Shouldn't be hard to find then.
Near the IGA, I think.
Okay.
That helps you.
Sort of.
I got to get up to low level flying speed.
Okay.
Which is about now. No, it's not. The speed limit is 100 and I'm doing 98. And we're taking the ute because the ute seems to handle these rubbish roads a bit better. Well, it's not complete rubbish, but
no,
some of them are, some of them aren't.
What do you like at angle parking?
Fine.
Cool.
I can reverse park this beast.
Cool.
If anyone knows anything about cruise, they tend to be very long wheelbase and they can be a bit of a handful to reverse park or parallel park. So, and I sort of jump out of different. I've had other utes before, and you know, and as well. And you just sort of with the hatchback, you just jump in one, jump in the other. It's been driving most of my life. Occasionally you can get it wrong and go, oh, whoops. What are you going to do?
Just go, oops.
Yeah. And whoopsie you, I might own both the property, I don't know, whatever. It's only an issue if it's somebody else's property, right?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
How was that coffee in a can?
That wasn't bad at all.
Funny thing is you can get espressos in a can now. Interesting, right?
According to the label, have done since 1992.
Wow. That was 5 minutes ago in my life.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Boss Coffee since 1992. Oh, it's apparently the #1 canned coffee in Japan.
There you go. But still, 1992 was like yesterday for me. Sorry. I mean, for a lot of people, that's like...
Oh.
What is it?
This is
25?
This is actually made in Japan.
35 years ago, but I've been around a long time.
Hey, we are importing canned coffee from Japan.
Woohoo!
It has...
Nothing wrong with that.
Made in Japan from local and imported ingredients.
But there's nothing wrong with importing stuff from anywhere.
Well, no, I was just fascinated to learn
Let's
that.
face it, you know, Donald Trump might have a problem with it, but we don't.
Yeah, well...
Anyway, let's not go too far down that rabbit hole.
No.
That's just political mumbo jumbo, and let's not go there. Alright, 50 kilometres an hour, we're in twowells, I believe.
Yeah. When we get to a roundabout, we turn right on Mallala Road.
Mallala Road, okay. 40 kilometres an hour, traffic hazard. Oh look, it's a 5 minute traffic hazard on a Sunday. What's the date today anyway?
The 13th of April.
It's 13th. And it's like 9 AM-ish.
I'm sure we could get a video out of twowells too.
Anyway. Yeah, I'm sure we could. Yeah, in the comments, if you'd like to see us explore Two Wells, then leave it in the comments. I don't know what there is here to explore, but let us know. Go out and see that stack of straw on the corner of two blobs, whatever. Just let us know. A bit of feedback would be great. There's the post office. Yeah.
There's where we used to go to the doctors.
Well, might have. TMI. Look, was there ever a railway station out here?
Yeah.
We've never explored the railway station out here. I doubt it. Is it in use?
No, I don't.
There, Mallala.
Don't think it is.
Back Balaclava. Was it Balaclava? I don't know why to say all that stuff. I'm sure it's. We're going right. I'm sure it's not in English. It's probably Aboriginal. Who knows?
Mallala. Balaclava's off after a battle in the Crimea.
Oh, okay. There you go. What do I know? I'm being one of those idiots again.
Not really. But...
yeah, now we're driving into sun, so yeah. The windscreen got hit by a farmer's. But yeah, well, look, can't complain. It's an old American car if you want to buy one on the side of the road. And there seems to be some housing popping up here as well.
Yeah, apparently Two Wells is experiencing a bit of a growth at the moment.
Yeah, everyone keeps saying nothing happens. There's the railway line.
Yeah.
So there's obviously a station there.
Yeah, I don't know if there's much of it, if anything, left.
But everyone keeps saying not much happens out here. Well, there's housing everywhere. And it's in stranger places. I mean, there's no transport there. Except if you get in a car, and yeah, as South Australia grows, there's going to be a need for, I guess, people to look at public transport, aren't they?
Who knows? Well,
I don't know if they're going to stick railway back all the way into, the back of Burke somewhere or out in New South Wales, but a lot of those tracks have been ripped up but you never know. There's money to be spent on those things. That's what your government vote's supposed to be for, right?
Well, yeah.
Decide who gets a chunk of the, But like I said, people kept saying to me, nothing changes.
Yeah, you're going to see a bus service out this way before you see a passenger train service.
But I'd like to beg to differ, because I've seen a lot of housing, a lot of industry, a lot of, if you like, suburbs pop up. It's like anywhere else. The only difference is there's not much happening with the rail. We've had a few stations replaced, or a couple of stations replaced. Yeah, really. Like I said, I'm a blow-in. I've only been here 5 minutes in the grand scheme of things. And I've got no idea how beautiful the railway used to be here. And I'm sure it was. And I still think that exploring abandoned railway stations and exploring abandoned stuff is pretty awesome too.
Yeah, and we've got some to still explore.
Yeah, and we'll get to them. And you've got to leave comments in the, leave comments for us. Yeah, get out and see that station, or have you heard about this, or give us some ideas.
Otherwise, you wait till we think of it.
Yeah. It's a 100k zone, and they're doing 80. Pretty normal for South Australia.
Yeah.
You'll be poking along at 100, and someone will go past you like you're standing still.
Mhm.
It's pretty normal.
Yeah, pretty normal.
Far be it for me to dob in a speeder. Wouldn't happen. It's not my job, right?
No, it's not. No one's elected us, please.
It's not in my pay grade, as they say.
No.
I don't do that stuff anyway. It's just the way I am. So I'm thinking this place is coming up. Oh, they sped up to 80. They were doing 70 and 100 zone. Funny thing is, nobody's tried to go around me. Cool fact. This guy's probably about 8 car lengths behind me. I'm about 6, oh, maybe 4. We're doing 70. Right. I can't complain. It's a nice drive.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we've actually been along this road yet.
Yeah, and it looks pretty good. It's pretty sealed well. It looks like a ute that's slowing us down, Farmer Joe. He's got to get a bale of hay in the back and and a coffee in his lap. Who knows? I'm trying to make jokes, but they're pretty mediocre.
Well, the ones I was thinking of were slightly risque too.
Let's not do that.
So I decided not to say them.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Some beautiful homesteads and palms there. What do you want to call them? Palms out here. Oh, look, power line just started. Oh, obviously you got power. They're out of the dark ages. It's pretty dry out here too.
I'm really over the sun.
It says 80. Oh, look, I'm doing 78. Oh, I've complied. $75. He's slowing down. Maybe his speedo's broken. No, it's the red car in front. I don't know. It's an old Ford. Was it a Capri, isn't it? Ford Capri. Yeah, it's not Ford Capri, by the looks of it. Well, that's what they call them in this country anyway.
Okay. Yeah, it's filming.
Okay. Alright, well, the camera overheated. We've got the air conditioner on. We're coming into Mallala now. And this train just gone up beside us. Big rig coming towards us. I'll turn the aircon off, but it'll just overheat. But if you, we'll see how we go. I'm still behind these cars that are sort of dawdling along. Slow down to 80 kilometres and we all slowed down to whatever. Okay, here we go. This must be, where are you now?
Mallala.
Is Mallala? Okay. It is. Welcome to Mallala. Population of 500. That's what the sign says.
Yeah.
And there's people on the side of the road. I don't know what they're doing, what this is. They're all holding shovels, so I don't get that.
I don't get it either. And they're waving.
And they're waving. Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
It's not something you usually see, but, you know, smiling people. Sorry. My cynical side. That's a really nice little town, this one. some old buildings here. Look at this place.
Yeah, Louis says there's a museum here somewhere.
Yeah, well.
Whether it's open today.
Anyway, we got to go across to the IGA, and I'm thinking it's on the main road. Is that right?
It's around there.
It's around there. We're going to the right, are we?
Yeah, we swing round to the right. It's a bit of a every road meets here intersection, and I don't know how to
So we're going right here for the roundabout, are we?
Yeah, we're sort of, see that's the IGA there. Mallala Cafe's next to it.
Alright, we're going down this way. It's sort of not, I thought it was a roundabout, but it's not really, is it?
No, it's not.
It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way intersection.
Well, yeah.
With a stop sign. Oh no, it's a 6-way intersection.
Well,
with a hold on to your breakfast.
Yeah.
He's got a right away. Alright. Get your insurance papers ready.
Yeah.
Alright.
And this road technically comes off this road, not the intersection.
Alright, so there's plenty of parking here.
Yeah.
We'll park here. Okay. We're back. I'm not sure how much footage you'll be able to see because the phone overheated on the way into Mallala. So we're now on the way back.
Same road, opposite direction.
The only difference is we got the aircon on. Sorry if it's too loud, but it's a warm day and the phone starts to overheat, and when it overheats it shuts down, so it stops recording. So we'll see what we can do. I'll just turn the aircon down lower. Anyway, so we're heading out of Mallala and we're heading towards
Twowells. Along Mallala Road.
Yep. And today it's quite warm. It's supposed to be 34.
And it feels it.
Yeah, it is quite warm. This is a 100k zone and I'm doing about 80. I've got some dude in front of me. I'm learning to chill.
Yeah, you can see the icicles on her already.
Yep.
Sorry, warped sense of humour.
It's pretty dry out here.
It is. Could do with a few icicles.
Oh look, I hope when it cools down it starts to green up, which is usually what happens, I think. So, just not a lot of moisture out here. I'm sure we're going to be able to get some footage out of this for people. Now, whether you listen to us chatting or not, doesn't really matter that much. In the end, turn the volume down and just enjoy the scenery. Put your own music on, whatever.
You'll notice along the right hand side of the screen, between the road and the railway line, you've got a long row of trees.
Yeah.
What we're on is a big plain, and I've always understood those trees act as a windbreak.
That's true, but they seem to be in a gully too, so it might be where the water
That too.
collects. Well, the railway line, it just might be a visual break as well, because it might have been.
It is a visual break too, yeah.
The trains run along there, so.
So yeah, if you're looking at aerial imagery from say Google Earth and you see a line of trees, you're either marking the boundary of a paddock, a watercourse, or a boundary of something.
Anyway, K's, I think that sign said TW 13 K's out of
Two wells.
Two wells. Yeah, we stopped to a coffee shop, and I got a gyros.
How was the gyros?
Oh, it's bloody awesome actually. It was a gyros, it wasn't a kebab.
So there you go, Mallala Cafe does good gyros.
Yeah, bloody good gyros. Yeah.
And they're open at least Sunday morning. I think they're open part of Sunday afternoon as well.
Yeah, I can recommend the gyros if you like gyros. Like I said, it's nothing like a kebab. Yeah. They don't like have tabbouleh or nothing. It's just crunchy salad, and they don't have garlic sauce, but you know, you've got plenty of sauces there. I like my garlic sauce. Is that gone off again?
No, I think it's still going. Yeah, the screen's just darkened.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that.
But no. Oh, no, it's still filming.
I get sort of worried because if it overheats, it'll shut the camera down.
Yeah, no, it's still filming.
So it's just gone into power save mode. But if I don't get a chance to, if the camera dies, which is out of my control, it's like I said, 34 degrees today. I'd like to thank you for watching. I probably did that before, but you know, road trips a bit hit and miss when I film from the dashboard here. But if it's still filming and I don't say it and it cuts me off, thanks for watching. Again, I'm Bridget.
I'm Julie.
Just so you know the different voices. There's a platform over there, doesn't it?
A bit of, it looks like a bit of
A
platform.
loading platform. We'll try and keep this going as long as we can. Because some of you people like looking at the Aussie bush on the out over the dashboard. So, and I can see that because you get to see a bit of Australia, a bit of the outback.
Well, yeah. You can get more outback than this, but
Yeah.
this is outback.
Well, it's
Sort of.
country, right?
It's country, yeah.
Country SA.
Oh, definitely country SA.
It's not the scrub. It's farms and paddocks.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Power save mode. I think it's still filming. That's a straight road into bloody Two Wheels, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't know what else to say. It's a nice drive.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say, either, really.
There's not a lot to look at.
But sometimes that's the point of the story.
But that's us. We sort of know this sort of country, this sort of area, and to us it's like, you know, but for other people it's something different, that you could be in another country and you might think, wow, reminds you of country USA or something, you know? I don't know. as I was saying before, I think it's still filming. If there's a bloody boat, long way from nowhere on the right there. We passed it on the way in.
Quite a big boat too.
Yeah. I don't know how that happens, but look, if there's somewhere like Two Wells or Mallala or something you could, something there, we could go and film. Yeah, pop it in the comments, because the reality is, and my subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. You give me the strength to keep going. Seriously, if you guys didn't watch, what would be the point, right? Anyway, trying my hardest in the editing to make it interesting. That's all I can do.
Rich, don't downplay what you do.
I do.
You do it pretty well.
I do my best for what I got, That's all I can do. So I think we're coming into Two Wells now. But I couldn't be,
Yeah, we're going past Two Wells crossing loop on the railway line.
Alright.
One track becomes two for a short distance to enable trains to cross each other.
Yeah.
Or to pass each other,
there's
I should
this
say.
housing estate we saw on the way out, which are popping up everywhere. So it's not the same old, like I said before, not the same old, because South Australia seems to be in a housing boom.
And Two Wells is getting a growth spurt.
Yeah. And this is happening all over South Australia. So, I'm seeing suburbs everywhere popping up. Shopping centres, the whole 9 yards. So
yeah, somewhere here we turn left at Old Port Wakefield Road.
Yeah. Yep. We'll handle that. There's that American car for sale. I'll get a big one. I could start rounding up gems, right? They say hidden gems.
Yeah. And buy the estate to store them on.
Yeah. Alright, looks as though I'll wait. Yeah, we got to go left here, right?
Yeah.
Looks like a new roundabout too. Probably part of that new estate,
Could be. Yeah, this is the original Port Wakefield Road. The new one is
the other one going that way,
to the west,
yeah.
or to the right.
It's pretty much the case of a lot of things, You got new and old. Like in Sydney, you got New Canterbury Road and Old Canterbury Road.
Yeah.
Very similar places, and go different directions.
This is downtown Two Wells.
Yeah, there's some nice old buildings here too.
There is.
I guess a lot of South Australian country towns almost look similar to this. Different. There's a tank over there on the right.
Oh yeah.
Whatever that is, big huge tank.
Wow.
So part of the warmer oil. This guy's dying dead, stopping dead without blinkers. Usual.
Yeah.
Pub. They put their blinker out last minute. You've got to be a mind reader, I reckon.
Yeah. Welcome to SA Motorists.
Oh look, I think it's everywhere. To be honest with you, people, you're not mind readers, but
yeah, people probably did last minute indicating in Sydney too.
Oh, look, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Okay, Julie.
Oh, can't I just bag SA Motorists?
No.
Oh,
It's everywhere.
Spoil sport.
Just let it go. Okay. People forget. Okay.
Look, I say it because I don't recall noticing it in Sydney. I noticed it.
I drove.
Here.
I drove from when I was 18, and to be honest with you, all sorts of shenanigans went on there too.
Oh yeah, like
People are
driving
human.
minis over roundabouts.
People are human, okay? They're just human.
Who are you and what did you do with Bridget?
Try not to be negative.
Oh. Damn, I just get it figured out and then she goes and tries to be positive and confuses me again.
Oh, just enjoy the ride. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is rather nice.
A lot of you hardly see the Shell sign. A lot of it is just replaced by OTR. I liked it, the fact that they got the original service station up top. But when
that's good.
you're doing a review, it sort of confuses the review. It's like, is Shell inside the OTR or is OTR inside the Shell? Same business. It's a franchise. Franchise are privately owned. Whatever, something like that. I don't know. Whatever. It's the same thing. I'm trying to say. Same establishment. It's Sunday, 13th.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the market's up at Gore would be over, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
they would be by now.
Let's zoom. Open her up. There's not far to go between 80 and 100. We've come down this road and it's been covered in water. And you're shooting water off as you go and it's just skirting out the side of the back up in the air and it's just sitting on 100 and just water. Crazy stuff. The thing about this place, you know, it changes so dramatically.
Yes.
Subject to flooding, see? I've been down here and, you know, throwing water out as I'm going along like a bloody, they call it again, dovetail?
Yeah, dovetail.
Spray of water coming in the back.
Fishtailing.
Yeah, not fishtail, no. Like a big jet of water coming out as I've gone through the puddles.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
No, they call it dovetailing. Yeah. If you're passing a pedestrian, they call it bad manners.
With water, yeah. Yeah, it's almost like in the old days you'd see people lining up the bloody puddles at the bus stops and throwing water all over them. It's illegal.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently it's illegal. You can get fined for that. Most people think it's sport. But imagine being someone waiting at a bus stop and some knobber that comes through and drives through the puddle and fires water all over the bus stop. Well, that's fun, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
You wouldn't like it.
When you're on the receiving end, I guess.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. Alright. I think I've come up behind Farmer Joe again with his big tank on the back of a trailer. It is a rural district out here. There's a lot of those shade houses that are collapsing. Abandoned. I think a lot of this is like on a 99-year lease stuff where they are gonna so a lot of this land, I'm not sure, this land maybe not, but a lot of it's e-tag for development and some of it was used in the old war days, Second World War days, for different parts. I mean, not, I guess what I'm trying to say is different parts. And oh gee. But it's a lot of it's just like 99-year lease, and eventually it'll get an upgrade, like it'll become housing. I don't know which parts, but there are some parts. I think this guy wants to go around, but it's just too many cars coming the other way. trail looks like it's dragging on the ground, doesn't it?
Just a bit.
Like it's come off the bloody tow block. That's what it looks like to me.
Did we take the turn off for Gore?
No,
Or we went towards Anglevale?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gawler's straight ahead.
Okay.
This used to be a 90 zone, now it's a 80. Why do you want to go to Gawler?
No, I don't want to go to Gawler. I just... So what do we want? I want Anglevale Road. Oh, you're going up towards Bunnings. You're going to turn right there.
Yeah, I know about that.
That's where you're going. Sorry, I'm just trying to in my head work out where Bridget's going.
I'm going up this road. It's now a 60 zone through here. I don't know why. Roadworks, it's non-existent. Maybe that construction trucks going in and out. Blah blah blah. Anyway, it's in the roadworks. Let's just take off.
Yeah.
But it used, like I said, it used to be a 90 through here, and then they dropped it all. But some of these areas been reduced because they're doing housing estates. It used to be all full of, those paddocks used to be full. They're probably getting ready to develop this area too. Some of the area we went through used to be all cabbage bloody farms, and it's all gone, it's all housing now. I reckon we'll drive into Anglevale. How's that?
Hey, doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother me either. We'll drive into Anglevale. Our little girl duck's come from me on the left, but it's in there, but it's gone now. I think that farm's gone. Not the boys, the girls.
Yeah.
Hay baler, isn't it? Look like a hay stacker.
Yeah, it's not a plough or anything.
No, it's a baler. There's some grapes in it. See, this is sort of the edge of the Barossa, but it's not actually the Barossa. So
no, it's not really.
It's not the Barossa. So the Barossa's other side of Gawler. But was a lot of vineyards here, and a lot of you see olive trees on the right. So a lot of orchards and stuff like that. So like all this would have originally been grapes, or actually that could be all cabbages, I don't know.
It looks like cabbages.
Looks like cabbages. People, doing picking, earning money, But it's a hard job kneeling down and picking that lot, isn't it? But yeah, there's a lot of wide open paddocks here. Motor noise you can hear is in the background is the aircon. And that looks like an orchard of some kind. Like, is that an old one for olives? Looks like old olive trees.
They look like olives.
Well, coming into Anglevale, throwing out the anchor. There's a big estate, new estate in the back of that, on the left. has climbed into the back tray of me. He wants a ride. A big rig here on the right.
Wow.
B double.
You bought something off an eBay seller or something here, didn't you?
Yeah. Even Anglevale is changing. There's been a lot of development, a lot of housing got in. Turning in front of me. There's a place up here. It's got bloody implements, tractors and stuff. Or things to drag behind. It's now yard art, but it's an old farm. I'll see if we can see they've still got it out. This used to be a little town, and it's just housing's booming. A lot of it's new. There's all new housing along here, right? Where olive trees are. You see old trucks and stuff in there. Those trees are pretty old, so remember, might be beyond this. Yeah, there's some old trucks and stuff in there. You can't see them, so you know. It's a bit like that. This whole corner here, there never used to be an intersection here.
No.
This is all part of the new development. The service station, or the 24-hour Connect X, never used to be there. This whole lot never used to be here. Car wash, it all used to just be a T intersection, and you know, dusty dirt or gravel road, and you know, it's like progress. So this used to be all cabbage farms like that. Even this paddock here to the left. But all these paddocks were all cabbages. And there was like a collection depot we used to fill boxes on our right. There's a new development going in here on the right. On the left. And where these houses are, that used to be where they used to collect. It's both sides. But right here, where this old stuff is, that will pull up and stop. This used to be behind all these on the right here. Used to be all the cabbage stuff. So anyway, I don't know, new Vita, but like I said, it all used to be cabbages. But anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and please subscribe. I know this has been dash cam footage or driving footage. I don't know how interesting it is to you or not. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Bridget from Lost in South Oz.
I'm Julie.
And until next time, take care.